This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Chris Billam-Smith here at Tottenham Hotspur. Chris, congratulations. Victory tonight against Brandon Glanton. There was a lot said in the build-up on his side, not necessarily your own. Does this taste as sweet as what some people might imagine victory tonight?
Yeah, I felt like it was a win for the good. Do you know what I mean? You can't have derogatory terms said like that in a sport where even Chris Eubank Jr., whose main event tonight has had that, his dad's had it. Like it's not nice to say things like that. And I said that to him in the ring after, and he apologised. But I couldn't. I had to win for that. It wasn't about necessarily me. I felt like you can't have people like that winning the sport, or comments like that getting the win. I don't think he's a bad guy, and I think he was trying to get under my skin. But there's better ways to do it, and there's more, more ways, sort of nicer ways to do it. You don't want to be derogatory and not be a good role model.
Definitely, most people agree with that, and that's also why you're called the gentleman.
Yeah, maybe, but for me that was what it was about tonight, is letting integrity win.
Aside from that, Chris, a big victory for yourself to come back to now. Talk to me about the fight. It seemed to always be quite comfortable in there. Again, when we watch you, we know it's going to be a tough, rugged fight, is what we come to expect from you. But you always seem to be in control.
Yeah, I really didn't get out of sort of third gear, to be honest with you, and I felt comfortable in there. Obviously won a few rounds here and there, but even the rounds he won were fairly close, to be honest. And like I said, felt comfortable. Didn't need to go up through the gears and try and get him out there, because I've seen how tough he is through the years. I still hurt him a few times, but sometimes you don't want to get hung up on your success, and that was the game plan.
Body work seemed to be key for you as well, Chris. Talk to me about that. Was that something you just saw with him?
Yeah, well, I've seen him when they're that tough to the head. There's got to be a weakness somewhere. He's super tough to the head. I've seen him hit with loads of shots and never really bothered by head shots. Like a few times, obviously naturally, but the body work was working, slowing him down and forcing him to throw big shots and then not have his shape after and stuff like that. And that's what happens when you're tired. And the body work was key.
You did seem to continue to catch him as well when he was coming forwards. When he does go to the scorecards, it can be looked at depending on what the judge is. When the judge might look at it, think Brandon coming forwards, trying to be the aggressor, might have had more success. But despite the fact you was obviously catching him, what did you make of the work that Brandon was trying to do, trying to press you?
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to come forward. He didn't have much success coming forward. It was just nothing was really landing. A lot was landing on gloves and arms. I was able to time his jab after a few rounds. He hit me with a half decent left hook in third or fourth. But yeah, I felt, like I said, I felt comfortable in there, and also it was just pressure, and that I can't see how. Apparently, a couple of pundits had him winning, which is, I don't know. It's a good job they're not judges.
I know the immediate next step for you is to go home to your wife, to your kids, and enjoy some downtime. But when you do sit around a round table with the McGuigans, with a boxer, with whoever it may be, and look at the next step in your career, what is next? Who do you want next? I
want a world title shot. Whoever that may be. I know at the moment they look all tied up in terms of. You've got obviously WBC next week, and then you've got Opetaya and Ramirez having their fights, and from what I gather, they want to unify against each other and stuff. So, I just want to fight for a world title again and win a world title again. So that's my aim. So most likely I'll be looking at the WBC route, but I'm open to anything.
So that's all from me, Chris. How are you going to go and enjoy this victory?
I'm going to go home tonight and then wake up tomorrow and go and see my son. So yeah, I miss him, and it's been a hard camp. Being away.
I can imagine, Chris, and obviously that's the sacrifices that you guys make. So I'll leave you now to obviously try and enjoy the rest of your night. I don't want to get you too emotional. I want you to enjoy this victory. Thank you for speaking to me.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you, mate.